Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, and welcome back to LEGO Marvel Superheroes. I know it's been a long time since we covered this game, at least more than a decade. Sorry about that, it's all thing in my voice. But welcome to our special episode as we're taking a look at the Super Pack, and we'll take a look at the Asgard Pack down the line. As we also talk about the upcoming news about what's supposed to be happening at D23 with the Marvel roster. So this pack contains a lot of characters, starting with the Rick Jones, aka A-Bomb, which is a member of the Hulk family. Let's quickly get him up. He is a member of the Hulk family. Rick Jones, for those who don't know, Bruce Banner's best friend, and confidant for the reasons one way or another. He was exposed to the gamma radiation, and thus he became A-Bomb, and he can also transform. Like so. And then we also got the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. A very early version of him without the Infinity Gauntlet, which is interesting. But you can just kind of use his fist to attack and use a ground pound like so. I wonder how you can actually do like that. Oh, just a simple ground pound. Cool. But then aside from that, we do have some of the minifigs, which you can play as, starting with Beta Ray Bill, who's a surprising character to include and has not appeared yet in the movies. For those who don't know, Beta Ray Bill is a soldier genetically who altered to be kind of like a horse. Well, he was a horse-like alien species that was genetically altered. And you know, he could wield Thor's hammer, well, actually Stormbreaker, which is currently Thor's hammer. It's interesting to see him in this game, and I like that he's in it. Kind of gives you a different version of Thor. But we have the League of Legends. We have Dark Phoenix here. Oh my goodness. It's so interesting to see Jean Grey in this outfit. It's a classic costume for a reason. Very much adapted in so many different forms of media, including X-Men, the animated series, and so forth. So it's great to see what they're going to incorporate with Jean Grey moving forward with X-Men 97. But it is great to see dear old Jean Grey in the Dark Phoenix outfit. And then we have several Avengers themselves. We have Falcon, who's kind of surprising that he's DLC in this. Yeah, it's kind of odd that we get Falcon as a DLC because he's such a prominent member of the Marvel Universe, especially now with his run as Captain America, with Brave New World coming out next year, which is going to be interesting. Well, but he can fly. I don't really like that his wings can move like that because that really wasn't what his wings were like. But they were kind of trying to go for Archangel vibe, which is a character in the game, and they just kind of basically copied his model and moveset for the character. But it's not a bad character to include. And also, speaking of a great character to include, we have classic Hawkeye. Oh my goodness, this is such a great variation of Hawkeye to have, especially since Marvel's been starting to very much embrace more of their goofier side. It's great to see, and always good to see a classic Marvel costume. I think it's well adapted here with the cowl. I think that's really well done. It gives me some Flash vibes, in all honesty, of how Flash's costume was handled. But ultimately, it's a very good costume to have for Clint Barton. I really do enjoy it, and yeah, I like it. But then the creme de la crop, we have the Symbiote Spider-Man. I'm surprised this is DLC. This is the most famous change made to a character. It is one of the most famous comic arcs. It's the most famous alternate costume for a character. And I'm surprised that it took us so long to get this character added to the pack. So much so, I'm surprised it wasn't already in the base game. He can't really web swing because there's no air for him to do so. But it does make, I'm glad that he's incorporated into this game, even though, again, upset that it's DLC. And finally, the last character of the pack is the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes. It's so interesting, especially due to how things have changed, that he was DLC in this. He, as we all know, was an assassin brainwashed by Hydra to basically kill their political enemies and so forth. But it's great to see Bucky here in it. And also because of that, we're going to dive a little bit in. We're going to do a quick little hub roll thing. And then we're going to kind of talk about what I think is going to... We're going to do a free play level as well. And we're also going to kind of talk about my theories about what's going to happen. Let's start with Bucky in this mission as we just shoot random... Oh, we can just fire. Good to know. I was like, what's the plan with this? Just shoot the drones down. Okay. Okay, Bucky, you do you. But yeah, it's very interesting that Winter Soldier and Falcon are incorporated as DLC characters, considering they kind of just blew up. Not only popularity, but well, just because of the MCU, and they got their own show on Disney Plus as well. So it's very surprising, I think at least, that they were able to, that they're DLC characters in this pack. Let's get out of there. And let's switch over to Jean Grey, aka Dark Phoenix, because there was a thing over there. Yeah, I'm very happy Dark Phoenix is included in this, and I think she's a very great character to include because, again, it's Jean Grey. I like they almost gave her like a different power set to typical Jean Grey, which is always great. I like it when they add more to a character aside from just a different costume. Makes them feel a bit more unique. Unlike the Harry Potter characters, which are all basically the same to some extent. What else is blocking that? That is a great question. There's a generator here, which has me concerned. Okay. I can't even do that simple puzzle. But yeah. Oh, there's stuff underneath that need to be taken care of, I think. Anywho, I do like the Jean Grey is incorporated into this. I know it's like, you're calling her Jean Grey, not Dark Phoenix. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. That's just ultimately how I work too. And also I need to get better at the flying. It's been a while since I played this game. But there are also vehicles that you can get in the game. Let's load the map up and see what fun things we can do real fast. There's Super Scroll. Let's head off to do that race right here. As we can also summon one of the vehicles, because there are 2 vehicles incorporated into the game. I know I could have just flown there. That's my fault, but I do want to get the vehicle. But there are indeed 2 vehicles that you get for this pack, which I think is a pretty good number. In all honesty, as this loads up. Okay, vehicles. From this pack, you get 2 vehicles. You get the Cloud Rider and the Spider Buggy. We're going to start things off with the Spider Buggy. As it just shows up. Cool. Now, this is obviously based off the Ultimate Spider-Man run, which was was a cartoon airing at the time. That's why you have the likes of like Ultimate Goblin and so forth in this game. But we're gonna go do that race. Hi, Deadpool. Wow. Anywho, wow. Just need to learn how to drive, like in real life and also in the game. Okay, this is gonna be very, very difficult. Okay, let's go. Come on. Oh, Mercy. I can't even drive this car that well because I keep on bashing into walls. I acknowledge my faults as I run over this bus repeatedly, but it is Symbiote Spider-Man who's a bit all mad and rageful. Because that's his story arc for the alien costume, is I can't even enter through there. Okay, I'm beyond nervous about the race already, so I can't even enter to where the race is. Watch, this is a foot race. I'm like, ah, shucks. Okay, it isn't, so let's do the race. Come on, let's go and win this thing. So yeah, I do like the Spider Buggy that's incorporated. I also like the motorbike. I think oh, really, game? Really? I don't really like that. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna... It wasn't my fault. That car just came out of nowhere. Like, seriously? And also Luke Cage is heading over there, which I could do his mission, because his mission is a fighting one. I don't really want to, because I want to do this race, and then I want to do the level. I always make it clear that I always want to do the races, like, especially because we hit a bunch of LEGO Star Wars content for this D23, which is very good. I know I need to get better at this game, but let's do this race again. Let's go. I do want to do this race again with the Cloud Rider, which really... Are you kidding me? I'm stuck here. I'm just constantly going back and forth. At least I'm not as horrible as a driver as I am there. I joke, but I am a horrible... And I just go send flying. Okay, that's just odd. Okay, let's actually... Well, what happened there? Okay, interesting. We're going to go over here. It says our destination, and we're going to set the second vehicle up because I did so well the first time. We're going to switch over to Hawkeye for this one. Hawkeye Classic, as we access the vehicle. If it wants to, it takes a bit to load, but it does also fly, so that's part of the charm with that vehicle. Yeah, the Sky Cycle. So I was wrong. There's 3 vehicles in it, but there's Hawkeye's Sky Cycle. I do apologize, I got the number confused. Or maybe I'm just really stupid. But anyway, we get the Sky Cycle, which is up here in the sky. We can fire off of it. It's kind of lackluster compared to the Spider Buggy, but at least It can fly. Oh boy, I need to learn how to fly. That'd be very helpful. But I do like because this allows Hawkeye to kind of shoot wherever he pleases, which is kind of neat. Really neat. As we just head up here, hello Avengers Tower, because we can fly up here, because we're Hawkeye. Woohoo! Which is how Hawkeye likes to roll. Anywho. We're just going to crash landed here, because why not? Let's see how fast it can go down. Whee! Okay, that worked out pretty well. But let's get to the level, because that's what we like to do. Hello Galactus. How odd how things have happened. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud now because I know there's a level I want to do over in Rikers. But for some reason, it's not showing. There's the Sentinel fight, which we could do in theory. There's Heroic Iron Man. There's the... Wait, no. No, that's the Shield Helicarrier. Yeah, this is the Rock Up and Lock Up level. We're going to do this level as our free play level because we like to do something different. To start things off, I'm going to go in with Better Ray Bill. And this is when we'll kind of talk about like what we think is going to happen at D23 because, oh boy, was that SDCC panel really awesome, but also lackluster.
Located off Manhattan's East Coast, the highest security area of Rikers Island Maximum Security Penitentiary is known as the Raft. Looking for the worst of the worst in supervillainy? You'll find them here.
Hello, Iron Man. And Hulk. I want to see if I can skip the cutscene because that'd be very much helpful. Yes, we can. Hi, Sabretooth. Wow, how a lot of things have changed. So yeah, for those who don't know, the SCCC panel did happen this year at the Marvel booth, and they basically told us almost nothing because they were trying to focus more on their 3 most recent films. And I think this is a good point to kind of just... I don't really want to be Hulk to begin with, but okay. I think this is a good way to start things off with Falcon and dear old Winter Soldier. So for those who don't know, Falcon is getting his own movie, Captain America Brave New World. It's going to be interesting, considering the notable reshoots, but I, for one, am excited about the upcoming movie. I think it will be an interesting thing to explore, but I definitely do not think it will be at D23 because there was that news of what was happening with the convention in that we were going to get mainly movie news at the convention, and we weren't going to be getting... I like the super, by the way, Falcon. That was really cool. We weren't going to get any TV shows, and that leak seemed to be somewhat true because when we watched the panel, there was like no news about the upcoming shows. There was only things about the movie. So I think if anything in terms of news regarding Falcon or the Thunderbolts, which I don't think will happen this year. Last time we got a whole bunch of Thunderbolts news because well, Thunderbolts had just been announced, and we need news on the cast. Is I think if anything, we'll get the costumes on display at the Marvel booth, which is going to be TVA themed, which I'm very looking forward to. Sorry about that, because I do love Loki. Loki is one of my favorite shows of all time on Disney Plus. I honestly don't think we'll get any news about them, especially because that rumors seem to be true. Also, I don't know if it was the same guy who predicted the whole situation with Doctor Doom. While I'm not going to be against or for the situation, I'm going to make that abundantly clear. My thoughts on it at the moment are just, I'm curious. But it seems very interesting that seemed to be the route that they were taking. Hello, for some reason. But I do not think we'll get any upcoming news about Falcon or especially the Captain America movie, let alone some Winter Soldier news. I would be surprised if they did announce something, just because, again, I think it would be very interesting. But I think this is a good Bucky, why'd you fall in the water? Why'd you fall in the water, Bucky? Why? How could you? How could you, Bucky? But anyway, I think this is a good transition. Also, move over to Spider-Man, as we do know that there is upcoming news about the Spider-Man show. Actually, I'm going to switch you over to Hawkeye as well, because I think this kind of fits in with Hawkeye, too. For those who don't know, there is an upcoming Marvel animation panel that's going to be happening now, which we'll talk about Spider-Man. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which was originally called Spider-Man for Freshman Year, which I thought was a much better title. But again, you do you, whatever you think. It's going to be more of a comic book accurate look to the show, which is going to be an interesting depiction of it for sure. Definitely not what I don't know. It's going to be interesting because they do feel like they're going to go for a bit different of depiction.
What is it?
Which is, again, always good. I can't wait to hear who's going to be voicing Spider-Man. I think they've already announced it. I don't 100% know. But the show does seem like it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be animated, and if anything could tell by the success that was, I can't remember the name. X-Men 97. It's going to be an interesting run for sure. And I'm going to be curious to see what they're going to do with it. Now, I'm actually going to move this transition over to Thanos because there is some interesting news I do want to talk about with Thanos. I know, right? Why can't you do the super thing, buddy? You can't do the super thing? Really? Okay, then I guess it'll be A-Bomb for this. Why can't you guys open that door? I'm curious. Are they just going to be picky about, like, I have to be Hulk for this? I'm actually generally curious if they're going to be mad at me if I only go with Hulk. No, not even Hulk can open that. Interesting. Did I run into a glitch or something? Because that's clearly a Hulk thing. But anyway, so the thing about Thanos is that we know Thanos is going to be returning in the upcoming Avengers Campus ride. We don't know any details on it. I bet in all honesty, if we get any news about it, it will be somewhere along the lines of maybe a date announcement. I'm very doubtful even that. But I do think we'll maybe get some information regarding the ride. Again, it would be very surprising if we didn't, just because of the information that because it's so new happening. It would be interesting to see if we got any news about it. I think we will. Definitely a release date and or name. Who should I be in for this section? I should honestly be Hawkeye, because Hawkeye should be able to do this. No? Okay. Spider-Man should be able to, in all honesty, because he's smart. Really? He can't even do it either. Okay. Can, like, none of the characters do the hacking ability? Okay, Bucky should be able to, right? No? Okay. I thought he could because he's a hacker. Falcon? Really? Okay. Even though it's like Sam Wilson is deemed a genius. Well, not as genius, but a genius nonetheless. But let's get to hacking real fast. Oh, we need to break in there. But I definitely do think we'll get some news about the Avengers e-ticket ride, which will be interesting. I'm going to switch over to A-Bomb in a moment because I do want to talk about some other of the Disney Plus stuff that we know is supposed to be happening, but haven't got any news on. I was going to Sabretooth sends his men after us as he just licks his claws there. Okay, you do you, Sabretooth. You do you. I actually want to switch over to Beta Ray Bill real fast. We're going to switch over to Beta Ray Bill, because why not? We can. I like playing his Beta Ray Bill in this, because he basically has Thor's powers. Anywho, take that, and we'll head on into the raft. I don't know why I chose this level. In retrospect, it doesn't seem the best, but at the same time, we're going to be doing the Asgard level next time. Which will be a bit better, I think. But anywho. So Beta Ray Bill. Actually, I think I want to switch over to, I can't remember her name. Hi, Whiplash. Oh, yeah, I guess I could talk about Armor Wars or something. But I think I want to be A-Bomb for it because there is the rumor that we have to get the reveal about Daredevil Born Again. And this is my opinion because of what I've seen, what needs to almost basically happen. I'm going to switch you over to A-Bomb, because A-Bomb is basically the Hulk, and the Hulk is in this level, is that we will get news on Vision Quest. We have gotten no news on Vision Quest. We know it's in production. We know Wonder Man has been filming. It's Brad production. And unfortunately, made an actor, not necessarily an actor, but a performer, perish. And it's very disappointing to hear. And I honestly hope that the family is either compensated or that they everything goes well for them, or that they're completely honored in memory too. But we 100% need to get confirmation on stuff going on with Wonder Man and Vision Quest, especially because they are so near production and near to being completed. In all honesty, I think Daredevil Born Again is going to be the priority in terms of news. We have to be Jean Grey for that. That would be, or Mystique for this, because they're showing the psychic ability, which would be interesting. Sorry, I thought I got a notification, but nope. It's been a while since I played this game, if you can tell, but I definitely feel like we have to, again, it feels like we have to get news about Vision Quest. Again, why isn't it just locking on or destroying it? Am I just getting the wrong thing? I'm generally curious. What's going on here? Because Hawkeye has the same ability. I'm getting some weird music, which sounds like a phone going off, which is not good. Because it's not my phone. Why are you shooting at the wrong thing? You're gonna make me do this, aren't you? You're gonna be like, be Iron Man. It's like, no! Oh, really? That worked, and the Hawkeye arrows weren't working. Okay, that's just cruel at this point. Anywho, I do think we will have to get some news about Vision Quest. But I also want to switch over to Jean Grey because I definitely think we're going to get some X-Men news, and especially X-Men 97. Because X-Men 97 got renewed for a second season. I did watch the first season finally. It was actually really good. And the season tease about Apocalypse is great. Now, I'm not going to dive into the politics about the head writer being fired because I don't know the semantics of what exactly happened with that. I don't want to cast judgment until we know really what happened, and I worry that we may not actually know what is it? Happening. So because of that, I'm going to reserve a ton of judgment about the situation in question. So yeah, that's going to be my thoughts on that whole thing. But we are definitely going to get some news about X-Men 97, especially because the team is separated throughout different points in time. Well, hello, Thor Puzzle. Wouldn't it be great if I had a character like Beta Ray Bill to access that? But anywho, semantics, I know. We will definitely get news on that, whether it's news about who is going to be voicing Apocalypse, even though I think Apocalypse was voiced at the end. I'm pretty sure he was, because he was talking about how his name is in Savanur. I do think that will be a given announcement that will be happening for X-Men 97, and they did say that particularly Marvel Animation will be getting their own panel. So I don't think they're going to waste any time with it in the... why can't I access that area? That's interesting. Okay. Unless I'm going through the wrong entryway. Yeah, I am, because there's Whiplash right there. Okay. And he's actually in the area. So, yeah, I feel like I went the wrong way. Hello, Abomination. I'm going to fight with you with A-Bomb, I think, or Thanos. For sure. But it is... Again, it feels like we need information on... I should be doing what I'm talking about, X-Men 97. Definitely X-Men 97 news and what's going to be happening with it. Yes, I will agree with the whole internet that Madeline Pryor was a really amazing character. Unbelievably sexualized, but she was well-written and well-voiced, performed by Jennifer... I can't remember her name. Jennifer... I can't remember. It's the Bayonetta voice actress. But anyway, we will get news about it, whether it's about what the episode plans are going to be or necessarily what's next for the characters or what their plans are for Season 3. I wonder if they'll even announce information regarding Season 3, but they did say they are following the initial... Why is this not working? Well, okay. It just seems odd this is working. Do we need to fly into it? Okay, don't make me do this game. I'm just like, this shouldn't be so hard. It's a Lego game. Okay, there we go. Come on, work with me, Gene. Work with me. Okay, finally. Oh, we have to go around it? Ow. I know how to use the ability. It's just that's acting very odd. Okay, somehow this time it worked. I'm not going to question it. We got a mini kit. Okay, cool. That felt needed. But we will for sure, again, we get some news about X-Men 97. Definitely there as well, we'll get some news about Wakanda Forever. I would be surprised, sorry, not Wakanda Forever, Eyes of Wakanda, which is the upcoming animated show, which we know like nothing about, except for it's happening, and we'll get news about What If. They did say that What If is going to be in this last season, which is going to be interesting. I wonder what, well, we know several of the episodes that they're going to adapt, but I feel like we should get a confirmation like what's going to happen with the show, if they're going to address the ending. Definitely, I don't know if I should save this for later or not, but some of the cast who are returning for it, which wouldn't surprise me at all. I think they would do the same for X-Men 97, about like who's coming back or like what the roles are going to be. And I think that would be an honestly good way to go. But I feel like I'm screwing up massively. Because there's a thing there and we hadn't destroyed the last bit. Okay, good to know. Oh, you're going to be a prick about this again, where it's like, you have to be Iron Man for it. And you're like, ah. It's not like I don't hate Iron Man, it's just like I want to focus on the characters in this pack. I think I want to be Falcon when I build this, even though I know it's a Wolverine puzzle. It's so obviously a Wolverine thing to do for this. So yeah, we're going to do that real fast, like so. Now we'll access the prison. I also just licked my microphone in case you couldn't tell. I don't know if that's a weird thing to just announce, but just like, I just did that. But yeah, I definitely, What If we'll definitely get some news about the, not necessarily casting, but definitely for sure, what's coming in the next season. Probably what character's coming. I think we know because of that first looks picture they showed us, that we know for sure that Monica is coming and Sam is coming. We don't know if Sam is going to be voiced by Anthony Mackie, which I would be surprised if he wasn't. We could be Reed for this. Also, Fantastic Four news, we're not going to get any. Enough said. I'm not expecting any Fantastic Four news, especially after SDCC. Hello, random prisoner. Random god. Who's behind this door? Deadpool. Okay. Makes sense. And who's behind this door? Oh, Stan Lee. Rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace. And who could this be? Sabretooth. Okay. Come on, A-Bomb. Oh, I need to switch you over to... I want to switch you over to... maybe... Yeah, we're going with you on that one. What was the point of that? I don't know. Because nothing really seemed to happen there. Okay, finally something's happening. Don't mind me as we just punch our way through the prison. Just kick you on through. That's really cool. It just borrows the animation from Hulk. But I think this is a fair like transition point, I think. Do we think we'll get some news about the upcoming maybe She-Hulk season 2 or upcoming news involving why can't I remember the character's name? She-Hulk or Hawkeye. There's a rumor going around that we are going to get a World War Hulk movie. I don't know if now is necessarily a time to announce that it will be coming. Just because of the fact that it feels way too early. Okay, this is a mini-kit right there. Are we not going to acknowledge that there's a mini-kit there? Someone's a mini-kit. Okay. But I feel like we finally got to use a chance to use the characters. But yeah, that's my thought process. We are not going to get any news on that. I want to skip the cutscene if I can.
To finish this.
So we can fight Geralt Sabretooth.
Come at me, bub.
Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna be Abomination, not Abomination, A-Bomb, like an atom bomb, which is what he's named after. I would be surprised we got any news about Hulk. I say that, but at the same time, last year we got the news about Hulk being part of Avengers Campus, which, by the way, they blocked his head with the time travel suit. So I find it a bit odd that they would cover him. I think maybe this year, if we're getting any Hulk news, they're gonna say we perfected the Hulk animatronic, which I think would be a fair thing to talk about. Because it does feel like something that we need to address. especially with it being so questionable. And it didn't last all that long either. I wonder if they'll also announce because of that if we'll get a Wampa meet and greet or a Wampa running around Galaxy's Edge. Which would be surprising, I think. A complete another surprise. I know if it'd be Thanos for this section, because Thanos can do basically the same thing. We gave no pride to Thanos. He's going to be the main villain of the new ride. I'm looking forward to the new ride. I definitely think we'll get some announcements. I think that may be the main poster, or we'll definitely see the ride vehicle on display, because we get a lot of displays at the Disney Parks booth. Which is not really a criticism. It's just ultimately how they handle things. I have no problem with that, because I very much enjoy seeing what costumes with the ride vehicles are going to look like too. They definitely will have, I feel like, a model like they did with the Web Slingers and the Moana ride. I have not been to that new Moana attraction. Can he not access it, or what's going on? I pressed the wrong button. That's why. I was like, what's going on with Thanos there when he can't even do that ability? But anyhow, I am extremely looking forward to the Avengers ride. I know Avengers Campus has been a bit lackluster and people have been complaining about it. I, for one, don't mind, because I love Cosmic Rewind. Not Cosmic Rewind, Mission Breakout, which I do think is a great ride. Completely underappreciated, but it is a fun attraction to go through. And definitely worth the time to kind of wait for it. I definitely think the displays are really cool. When those little bird things are working, they're always fun to see. But yeah, I definitely think the e-ticket ride will have to be announced. Again, it would be very, 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 very surprising if we didn't hear anything, especially after Destination D23, where they said, like, or it kind of came across where they finally figured out the ride mechanics. Why wasn't it picking it up? There we go. So you pick it up and then toss it, but he's gonna dodge, and then you have to go to this one, and then you're gonna have to toss at you, like so. Whee! And like that, we beat Sabretooth. And we're gonna skip the cutscene if we can. But now we got to fight Abomination, which is always great to see, because Abomination did come back with She-Hulk, even though I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with him and Wong. But it's gonna be interesting. I'm definitely curious to see what's gonna happen with Abomination. That's definitely a Hawkeye thing we can do. Let me get out of Hawkeye. Classic Hawkeye. But yeah, I don't know if we'll get an announcement about a Hawkeye Season 2. Especially because it feels too early. Also, Jeremy Renner had that accident. I feel a sniffle coming. I was right too. I did have a sniffle coming. Oh, that's a Wolverine-only puzzle. Okay, interesting. I don't like that Wolverine doesn't have a variant, or at least DLC in there, but it makes sense in a weird way. Okay, let me just dig. Let me dig real fast, please. But yeah, this would be a great opportunity to play as Jean Grey. I mean, Dark Phoenix. I know people are going to be upset, like, how could you not just say Dark Phoenix? It's just like, I associate with Jean Grey. That's just ultimately my thought process on the whole thing. Anywho, what was the point of that? No idea. To allow us to open that. Okay, there's gonna be something inside. Oh, that's like one of three. 3 drones. Okay, good to know. So there's 3 other drones here. Good to know. The Spy. We got True Believer. This is one of the easier levels to get True Believer on. I like how we can just cheese through the level. But there's another drone. I think I may have gotten 2 of the drones, and I never went through and tried to complete it. So I think that's what happened. Anywho, let's do this with Jean. I'm getting Dark Phoenix. I know, I'm sorry about the name. I really am. We gotta be Wolverine for that. Again, I don't like that there's not really a character in this slide that can do it, but I understand, because these are tend to be extra characters. Not, I actually want to be Rick for this, I think. Just to be someone different, you know. We're gonna just, where's Abomination? Where are you, Abomination? Where's Abomination? Okay, that would explain. He's just all the way over there. He's kind of stuck in that wall. Interesting. Okay, odd glitch he had to go through, but okay. And then We're gonna go. Really? Where'd you go again? There we go. Shine the light on you. And we'll just have to stand here for a bit while some of the goons. I'm surprised the planes don't like downright interfere with it.
Right light.
That is Abomination's main weakness. And I'm. Oh, really? You won't even let me be. Really, you won't even let me be A-bomb for you, even though A-bomb basically does the same thing. Okay, you do you. But yeah, I'd like to know in the comments below, like, what you guys think is going to be revealed. Do you think the Disney Plus stuff's going to be true and so forth? I'm going to record one more soon after so we can talk more about some interesting theories I have, which feels really odd to talk about because what got nothing, well, not necessarily nothing got announced, but the thing I was expecting to talk about didn't happen, even though there's a huge rumor about it. But I will save that again for news regarding there's another one up here. Like how they don't want you to cheat. That's interesting. Anyway, beam of light. Abomination, please. Just don't focus on the plane. That'd be swell. Again, I really much wish I could just beat you up with A-bomb. Can I switch my character here? No. Okay, I don't really like fighting with him as a hope. I want to do it as A-bomb. But again, you do you, game. I'm just gonna beat you guys up. Again, take that. I like how his head's just hidden under there. That's pretty great. Okay, now comes the final phase. I wonder why I missed there with the squishes. I bet it's just to carry up a character. If I had to guess. But ultimately, yeah, I am happy with how this video is right now. I wish I could have done a bit better on it. But just, we don't really have a whole lot we could do necessarily with some of the characters. We played a lot with Winter Soldier. Again, we can't really talk about it because it feels like nothing's really happening that can be kind of revealed. Oh, that's different. I've not noticed that before. Jean Grey. But again, I'm going to save one of them mainly for next time. Two major theories. You won't let me destroy it. That's very bad. Come on, burn. Like, I'm not going to go with the ultimate theory that everyone is like, oh, we're going to get Avengers vs. X-Men. Especially I would love for that to happen. Unbelievably too soon. We don't even have Sandman, do we? Pyro, Loki. Steve. No, we don't. Okay, good to know. That's not kind of hidden secret that I wasn't intending to, but I'll come back through. I do want to try and 100% this game. And I am doing this on the PlayStation 4, so it's different than the Wii U when I initially covered it. So the more you know. Anywho, we have to be we're ready for this. We could also be Sabretooth in that matter, which I think would be fun if Sabretooth made his return. Like he did with Deadpool and Wolverine. But anyway. I'm going to switch over to Winter Soldier to end this off on. And feel the wrath, wrath. Here we go. And then Hulk will lay the smackdown. And then we'll end the part. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. And if you could, subscribe for more D23 content. We'll be after the event. And subscribe for all of the content in between. Because, again, it does help us out with the YouTube algorithm. So, yeah. He's just hitting himself. And, yeah. This was a fun pack. My favorite character. I'm actually going to go through. Actually, I lied. I'm going to go through and say what my favorite characters were for the pack. Because I think that's a better way of telling you what my opinions are on these characters. But yeah. Again, I always like to know in the comment section below what you guys think and what you guys want me to cover for sure, or like if there's anything you are worried that will be revealed, or yeah, I'm gonna be generally curious to see what you're gonna be thinking about it. Oh my goodness, that's great that these two showed up. Anywho, I'm gonna quickly go through and rank these characters. We will do the same with we did do the same. I'm trying to remember if this was before or after, but we did the same with the no, it's before. We'll do the same with the Lego Star Wars characters. So my least favorite is Thanos. Thanos is kind of weak in this. While he does have the range attack, he's not my really favorite. He doesn't have a whole lot of cosmic abilities. He's kind of weak in terms of the grand scheme of things, so not my favorite character of the pack. Next, we have A-Bomb. I think what works about A-Bomb a little bit better is that he can transform between him and Rick Jones. I do like A-Bomb's design. It's a bit more different than some of the other Hulks, especially because of the toes and his more scaly design. I definitely think he's a great addition to the roster. And he is one of my more favorite ones of the group. And then when it comes to the rest of the characters, this is going to come as no surprise on how I'm going to rank them. Falcon is the next one. I think Falcon's a bit weak. Copied a lot of the abilities of Archangel, and he does fly. I do think the wings are not really how his wings would behave. I think they're a bit more flexible than one would think, in an odd, weird way. But not my favorite of the wings. My next character after that is going to be Winter Soldier. Yeah, grouping these together. It's just because Winter Soldier doesn't have a whole lot of abilities going for him. He doesn't even have the grapple ability, which is saying something because he has a gun. But in the grand scheme, I don't think he's my favorite character of the group. While I like his design, I wish there's more abilities with him. And maybe some super strength. Maybe there is, and I just haven't accessed it. So more to tell, I guess. I'm surprised we're at the 40-minute mark. I really am. My next favorite is going to be... I'm going to try and wrap this up. I know it's going to be Beta Ray Bill. What makes him a little bit better is he can access the Thor abilities. I do like his mold of his head. It is really good. And I kind of like the speed of him that he travels at. He's one of my favorite ones of the group. Definitely a unique choice, but anywho. And then we're going to go on with the next one, which is going to be... This one's actually kind of tough. I'm going to give it the Hawkeye Classic. Just because Hawkeye has so much abilities, Hawkeye is a very good character to have. And I do love the design of his cowl. I think they went above and beyond in terms of his cowl design, and I really do want to see this in a real LEGO build. I would be surprised because LEGO has been very weird about their headpieces recently. But then number 2 is going to be Symbiote Spider-Man because it is the Symbiote Spider-Man. It is a classic suit. Well, it just basically does what Spider-Man does. It is black and it does look really awesome. A bit upset that it is DLC considering it's one of the most important Spider-Man costumes in the series of the Spider-Man comics. But because of that, I have to give it a bit of that ranking. But my number 1, if you couldn't tell by process of elimination, is Jean Grey, aka the Dark Phoenix. She is my favorite, and I love the animation she has there. Her abilities are really good, combine all the abilities of necessarily Jean Grey with the psychic abilities and the ability to do the fire control. So I ultimately have to give credit where credit's earned. She's a great addition with that. And with that, I'm going to end this part. This was a bit longer than I wanted it to be. I'm going to record the second pack, which is the Asgard pack, next time, and I'll talk more about my theories. I'm going to go through and open up some more of the map, because there is one thing I really do want to cover with, especially the next pack. But we'll see you guys next time with more exciting LEGO Marvel Superheroes content. Till then, bye-bye!